Have you ever wondered how some people learn new skills faster than others? Imagine speaking a new language fluently in months, not years, or mastering a musical instrument, painting, or coding without any teacher. Sounds impossible? Today, I'll show you how it is possible and how you can do it too. Hello, my friends. Welcome back to Mr. Khan English channel. I'm Suleman. Today, we are diving into one of the most powerful learning methods ever written about. This podcast is based on the book Ultralearning by Scott Young. But don't worry, I won't read the book to you. Instead, I'll explain the best ideas, practical steps, and deep lessons in easy English. This podcast is for anyone learning English, but also for anyone learning any new skill in life. Let's begin. Chapter 1. The Story of Ultralearning. The author starts with a story, a real story. He gave himself a challenge. A challenge means a task that tests your ability. Scott Young decided to learn the full 4-year computer science curriculum from MIT in just 1 year, all by himself. No teachers, no classes, no exams. This sounds crazy, right? Crazy here means unbelievable or unusual. But he did it. He studied every day, solved problems, watched lectures, and sometimes felt frustrated. Frustrated here means struggling when something is difficult. By the end of the year, he had completed the program. This experience changed the way he thought about learning, and this is where ultralearning begins. Ultralearning is not just learning fast, it's learning deep, focused, and practical. Most people learn passively. Passive means receiving information without using it. For example, reading English books without practicing speaking. These things are not bad, but they are not enough. Ultralearning is active. Active means trying, making mistakes, and correcting them. Scott also shows us real examples. A woman learned Japanese, Spanish, and French in just 8 months by immersing herself in conversation daily. A man learned to paint realistic landscapes in 6 months using YouTube tutorials and daily practice. Another student mastered quantum physics alone, using online lectures and problem solving. These people are normal. They were not born genius. What made them different was their method, ultralearning. Clarity is key. Vague goals don't work. For example, I want to improve my English someday is vague. I want to hold a 15-minute conversation about my hobbies in 3 months is clear. Fear is normal in learning. Many are afraid of failure or looking silly. But ultralearners embrace mistakes. Mistakes are not failure. They are signals of progress. Deep focus is another key. Focused attention is more important than time spent. 1 hour of deep, intentional practice beats 4 hours of distracted work. Chapter 2. Why Ultralearning Works So Well. Scott explains, it follows how the human brain naturally learns. Traditional learning focuses on comfort. Comfort feels safe, but it's not always helpful. For example, reading English books only makes you comfortable, but you may still struggle to speak. Ultralearning uses productive discomfort. Discomfort means a slightly unpleasant feeling. Productive discomfort pushes your brain to pay attention and grow. Learning happens when your brain notices a gap. The gap is the space between what you know and what you want to know. If the gap is too big, you feel lost. If the gap is too small, you feel bored. Ultralearning stays in the middle, where learning is fastest. Effort is essential. Effort is not the enemy. The enemy is wasted effort, working hard on the wrong thing. For example, memorizing 500 random English words without speaking or using them is wasted effort. Feedback is another cornerstone. Feedback means information about whether you're correct. Fast feedback helps the brain adjust. For English learners, feedback can be someone nodding or looking confused while you speak, apps that correct your pronunciation, or self-recording to listen for mistakes. Memory is active, not passive. Think of memory like a path. It becomes stronger when you walk it repeatedly. Ultralearning uses retrieval, actively recalling information instead of just reviewing notes.
Chapter 3. Meta-learning. Learning how to learn. Meta-learning means learning about learning. It's like looking at a map before a journey. Without it, your effort may go in the wrong direction. For example, imagine learning guitar without understanding chords or scales. You may waste months practicing random strings. In English, many learners focus only on grammar or reading because it feels easier, but that does not improve speaking. Meta-learning asks, what does this skill really involve? What are the most important parts? How do experts practice? Every skill has components. Language has pronunciation, vocabulary, grammar, listening, speaking, reading, writing. Meta-learning helps you focus on the components most relevant to your goal. Research is part of meta-learning. Simple research can include watching YouTubers speak English fluently, noticing how they form sentences, observing daily English conversations. Avoid myths. Many think talent matters more than practice, or that adults cannot learn languages well. Reality, with the right method, adults can learn fast and effectively. Meta-learning should be short but thoughtful. Look at the map, then walk. For English, this means understanding what matters most, then practicing now, not later.
Chapter 4. Focus. The power of deep attention. Focus means giving your full attention to one thing. Most people think they are focused, but attention is usually divided. Checking phones, thinking about other tasks. Deep focus is key. Short periods of intense focus, like 20 to 30 minutes, are powerful. After that, take a break. Attention is a skill, not something automatic. Boredom appears when focus is weak. Deep focus makes even simple tasks interesting. For English learners, focus means listening carefully to sentence patterns. noticing how words connect, pronouncing new sounds correctly.
Chapter 5. Directness. Learn by doing. Directness means learning the skill by doing it. If you want to speak English, speak. Reading grammar alone is indirect. Schools often teach indirectly. Students pass exams but cannot apply skills in real life. Ultralearning asks, what is real success? If success is holding a conversation, then practice conversations. Direct learning feels harder at first, but it is faster long-term. Mistakes are part of learning. Examples: a chef practices chopping vegetables every day, not just reading recipes. A student learning coding builds projects instead of memorizing syntax. An English learner talks with a friend or records themselves instead of only reading. Chapter 6. Drill. Attack weak points. Drill means focused practice on specific weaknesses. Many learners practice what they are already good at because it feels comfortable. Ultralearning targets weak points. Examples: an English learner struggles with past tense, drills forming past tense sentences. A guitarist struggles with finger transitions, drills that part only. A painter struggles with shadows, drills shadow techniques for 1 hour. Drills should be short, intense, and aware. Mindless repetition doesn't work. Chapter 7. Retrieval. The power of remembering. Retrieval means actively recalling information instead of just reviewing. Examples for English learners: summarize a story you heard in English without notes. Explain a concept from memory. Recall new words in sentences. Retrieval strengthens memory. Forgetting is natural. Revisiting information over time builds stronger memory. Chapter 8. Learning from mistakes. Feedback is essential. Without it, learning is slow. Types of feedback. External. Someone corrects you, or a listener looks confused. Internal. Your own sense of correctness improves with practice. Mistakes are not failure. They are information. Ultralearners develop thick skin. Emotional distance allows learning without fear. Chapter 9. Retention. Keeping what you learn. Retention means keeping knowledge over time. Ultralearning uses several powerful strategies: varied practice, changing context to strengthen memory, overlearning, practicing beyond basic success until it becomes automatic, and spaced practice, revisiting information after time gaps. For English learners, use new words in different sentences, speak multiple times in different situations, and practice listening and writing repeatedly. Meaningful practice sticks. Random words fade. Useful words used daily stay forever. We have talked about focus, direct practice, drilling weak points, retrieval, feedback, and retention. Ultralearning is not about studying harder. It's about studying honestly. For English learners, speak before you feel ready, make mistakes, and learn.
Focus on real use, not perfect knowledge. Small, consistent practice builds confidence. Language learning is not a race, it's a relationship. Show up every day and English will become a natural tool, part of you. Thank you for listening to another episode of Mr. Khan English Channel. I'm Suleman, and until next time, keep learning, keep practicing, and keep believing in yourself. Bye for now.